Next thing you know, you got 7 kids out here with women you just met. You're drinking Jägermeister out of the bottle. You're not remembering where you were. You're going to the casino. You're losing all your money. Hey everybody, it's Jamey from Hatebreed here on Metal Hammer, giving you my 5 Hatebreed songs that defined our career. So that's a tough one because we've had many eras of the band, and although if you read certain corners of the internet, they will say all of our songs sound exactly the same and every album sounds exactly the same. But one song that really sort of defined our career and really gave us a spotlight in the mainstream was Live For This. It's our first single on our second major label album, and it comes from the hardcore scene. Being on a major label for 2 albums, it was great exposure for us, but it came with a lot of criticism, and we had to really show not only our authenticity, but our reason why we do music. And it's always been such a cathartic, personal experience. Playing shows was cheaper than going to therapy or trying to figure out our other problems in our life. But through our music and making it a career, we were able to really better ourselves and our families' lives and provide for our families and stuff. And that's what the song Live For This is about. You know, if you really want to do something, you got to live for it. And that comes with sacrifice, and that comes with a lot of lonely nights on the road and a lot of doubt. But when you get to that level and you get a Grammy nomination and you get on Universal Records and all of a sudden people are believing in you and what you do, it's an incredible feeling. So that's one that I always look back on with good, fond memories. So the second song would be I Will Be Heard. That was a major label debut, big budget video directed by Mark Webb, who did Spider-Man and AFI videos, Green Day, NSYNC. So that was a big opportunity, and MTV refused to play it. And we thought, oh man, we just wasted a lot of money for nothing. So then I had to infiltrate the system, shout out to Madball, and I had to become the host of Headbangers Ball to get my fucking video played. And thank God I did. And big thanks to Metallica, because had they not chosen to play a Hatebreed video, I don't think I would have gotten the job, and I don't think Hatebreed would have been exposed to that many metal fans that had never heard of us. Number 3 would be Looking Down the Barrel of Today. It's our biggest song, and not many people get their biggest song of their career 25 years in or 24 years in. So, and that was when everybody said we were done. But I've been there and I've seen other bands when they said they were done. I was there when they said Motorhead was done. I was there when they said Machine Head was done. And nobody's ever done. You always have your biggest, best song in you. You just got to surround yourself with a great team and a great group of people that believe in you. And you got to be able to collaborate, and you got to be able to push boundaries and really dig deep. And that's what we did on Looking Down the Barrel today. And so today, when I see Jesse from Eagles of Death Metal, I got chills because I was in the studio when the Bataclan shooting happened, and we stopped the record, and we thought, well, how is the world going to change? How's music going to change? And that's when I really dialed in and changed all my lyrics for that record. So Looking Down the Barrel of Today, you never know when it's going to be your last day, so you got to make it count, and you got to give it your all, and that's what that song's about. So number 4, I like the first record. There's so many, to me, they're anthems. Before Dishonor is up there. That was a big one because we were, speaking of Sepultura, you know, we're so inspired by them, and we wanted that, what we used to call jungle drums. It was like the Igor drums. Shout out to Kirk from Crowbar. He was the one who coined it. Like, man, I like how you guys are putting in them jungle drums like that, like Igor. So Before Dishonor was like heavily inspired by Igor's playing. And it's another one. It's talking about destiny. Is it going to be written for you, or are you going to write it yourself? We don't know. None of us will ever really know. But if whatever you believe is what it's going to be. So that's what that one's about. And that was a game changer for us. We opened for everybody. We opened for Danzig, Motorhead, Dropkicks. We played with Hole. We played with Stained. We played with Kid Rock. We played with Vanilla Ice. I mean, we said we're not going to have any fucking rules. And that's what that song is about. And I guess last one, it's a tough one, but I've been noticing people discovering 7 enemies.
All my visions become deranged. 7 enemies to vanquish one by one. Hatred blisters their surface.
A lot of people that are into possibly looking into recovery or looking into going sober or just straightening their lives out or adding more discipline into their lives, they find that song. It gravitates to people because it's a metaphor for the 7 sins and how it's always out there. The dark river's always flowing, whether it's sex, drugs, rock and roll, booze, gambling. If you're like me and you have any sort of addictive bone in your body, you got to treat everything with kid gloves. You got to be very careful because next thing you know, you got 7 kids out here with women you just met. You're drinking Jägermeister out of the bottle. You're not remembering where you were. You're going to the casino. You're losing all your money. So 7 Enemies is about the potential of all that happening and how when you're at your lowest, you just need somebody, anybody to just try to hear you out and hear your story out and maybe even give you a hand. And someone's always willing to do that.